Good morning, everyone. Can I have your attention? Okay, so welcome to A2SV's 2024 Internship Kickoff session. Today we're going to be discussing about what the internship is going to about, your plan for the next 3 weeks, and the next steps you're going to take in joining your groups. So let's have this session, and you're going to have a Q&A at the end of it. Before we start, so let me give you the agendas. So the first one is going to be opening speech by Henry. If he's going to be available in time, he's going to have that opening speech, if not later on. Then our goals and objective for this internship program, the orientation week timeline, policies and conducts and projects you're going to join, and their basic description and what they are focusing on. Okay. So since until Emre comes, let's focus on those aspects, and he's going to give the final speech when he joins us. Okay, so for this internship, you're going to have two main things, which is learn and sharpen your technical skills, soft skills, and development utilities. And also, you learn how to build different tools and softwares for the basic projects, and you're going to be helping out in different technological stacks and other tools. The goals and objective is for you to have talent that are ready for serious development in real-life world application. As you all know, you have basic understanding of what programming is and how to develop softwares, but this is going to take you the next step and give you real understanding of how to support and contribute in code bases. And also, you'll learn to develop and launch product with high professionalism, how to work with your teammates, collaborate, use Jira and other different tools. Also, you have different existing skill sets in programming, and you're going to be having an opportunity to practice that and get the skills you need for your real-life job placements. Okay, so today we're going to have the kickoff, and in the afternoon you're going to have A2SV culture session where you discuss about what you should expect from being an A2SV and an intern in this program. Thursday, we're going to have a problem understanding where we're going to discuss about how you try to understand a problem from the product perspective, from the business perspective. And also, we're going to have a learning path where you get to start working on a sample projects based on the tech stack you choose and how you're going to be implementing it. This practice is going to continue on Friday as well with best practices for time management, planning, prioritization, and deadline estimation. Is going to be the morning kickoff session, and in the evening you're going to be working on the project. So week 2, the same schedule is going to continue. So the mornings are going to be task tracking, effective communication, best practices for Git and GitHub Copilot, which I'm sure you all know what it's used for, and also best practices for code review, which is an important part of having maintenance and development with collaboration. In the evening, you're all going to be focusing on building the project, which is kind of like a starter project for you to understand how real-life development is going to work and how you're going to start your internship. Week 3 is going to be best practices for testing, how you should test your code base, how to understand like what the problem is on your code base and how to refactor it and better implement it. And also best practices for good presentation, how to present what you have done for any attendants that will be investors, users, and any other type of individuals. And also after Wednesday, it's going to be full day learning pass where you're going to be working on the project, learning new insights. And also on Thursday and on Friday, you're going to have a presentation preparation in the morning, and you're going to have a demo of the sample project you have done for the weekly meetings of week 3 orientation. Any questions so far? Anybody? Good. All right. So what are the policies and code of conduct you should adhere to? Which is the working hours is going to start from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and also it's going to be 2 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. I think all of you have classes after 4:30 or 11, I think, the A2SV. So it's going to be between 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. in the morning and 2 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Attendance should be 100%, and the minimum should be 85% of attendance. So make sure to have that. Early heads up policy. So heads up policy is going to be 30 minutes prior to the sessions or any type of activities you're gonna do. If there is something that's going to be changed, make sure to give 30 minutes early heads up. Also timely notifications. So the task deadlines, like as much as possible, try to over communicate, because under communication really does not help. So as much as possible, make sure the deadlines are in the right manner, and if not, make sure to convey those information to your superiors. Also, feedback loop, make sure to ask any type of question you want, and also get feedback from your mentors or any type of person you can find, because this is a learning platform and you should really understand what your weaknesses, strengths, opportunities, and threats you have as a person. Other than that, there are going to be a docs we're going to be sending to you, and make sure to read those and make sure to adhere to those policies. Any questions on this one? Okay. Okay. So let me give you a little description about the project. So core dev projects in general are projects that are focusing on like different solutions for Ethiopia and also in Africa. They're definitely under A2SV, and we work to provide different technologies. Let me present the first one, and the next one is going to continue. So the first one is going to be AfroChat. AfroChat is our project. I'm the project lead for that one. It focuses on development of generative AI for different use cases here in Ethiopia. We work on with different technologies like GPT models, Mistral models, and other models, and to give the best access for Ethiopians. So if you have quick minutes, I want you to join the LinkedIn page and also the Telegram discussion group page, if possible. You can scan the QR code. Let's have one. If the QR is not working, it's technically, you can just search AfroChat on LinkedIn. And for the Telegram discussion group, same thing, AfroChat discussion group. Okay, so is everybody set? Good. All right, great. Does anybody have any question about to AfroChat? So I'm sure some of you are going to be joining AfroChat. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Okay, great. Okay. So next team is going to be adults. It's going to be presented by Yarka. And first, let's have 1 minute for you to sign up to the LinkedIn and also the Telegram.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Yakub. I'm the Deputy Project Lead for adults. So, who here can guess what adult means? Anyone? Mother. Yes. So, as the meaning stands for mother, the app is for mothers in general. So we initially started to create an app mainly for pregnancy, but as the product matures, we started to see it holistically as throughout the maternity journey, pre-pregnancy, during pregnancy, and after pregnancy, child care and stuff like that. And we're working really hard to put out the projects outside and to have an impact. Other than that, we have an expo starting tomorrow. If you guys have the time, you guys can come and visit us. Also, I'd like to remind you to join the LinkedIn and the other socials we have to keep in touch and get constant updates. I was not prepared much on it, so if you guys have questions, you can ask anything. Especially interns who will be working with us. Any questions?
Okay, next team is going to be Aki. It's going to be presented by Mahi. So first, you know the drill. Join for the Telegram bots and also the nickname. Yes. Now.
If you guys haven't join the Telegram.
On that it.
Has everybody joined?
Yes, yeah. You guys can go ahead on the Aki Connect box and we're doing there. So, my name is Malik. I'm the team. Aki started out as a disaster, and we went through different phases of the program. On our design sprint phase, disaster to happen, we need to prepare early on and work on the power that we got first, and then doing this, the platform can be utilized in giving for different cardinalities. So the project focus to membership management, and currently we are working with different non-profit organizations, trying to understand their problem and working with them. So Akil, for now, it's a volunteer marketplace where individuals can come to the platform, post different opportunities that they have on the platform, and volunteers and other people can also get connected to this opportunity using the platform. So currently we have onboarded around 16 individuals. We are closely working with them to identify their problems and in their day-to-day activities. And we also have like around 30 live opportunities where you guys can explore, and also like if you want, you guys can apply to those and give volunteer service to the individuals. And we have the website for individuals to manage their volunteering, their volunteers and opportunities. We have the Telegram bot and the mobile app for volunteers to apply to these opportunities, explore these opportunities, and also by making their profile public, they can also get reached out to directly from these individuals. So you guys can explore the app and onboard to the mobile app if you also want a skill execution of this. We have a longer plan of making this project an open source so that it will be used by many people, and also work on different sections of the disaster management.
Is there any question for us? Who here likes to vote?
Oh, you don't want to help?
I guess there is another. Which one? That's Yeah, no. So, thank you, Mani, for that. Next thing is going to be skill bridge. It's going to be presented by Danny. If you haven't joined the both the websites and link, make sure to join.
So hello everyone, my name is Daniel. I'm a project lead at Skill Bridge project. So what is Skill Bridge project? So Skill Bridge project is an AI-powered learning platform that intends to solve problems high school students face in their past for preparation for the national exam. At the earlier stage of the construction of the Skill Bridge project, so we've conducted a couple of researches. We've conducted a lot of interviews with the students as well. So as you guys know, there are a lot of problems students go through in high school. But amongst those, currently we're trying to solve 3 of those problems. So the first one is resource issue. So to address that, we prepare contents inspired by AI, and it will be reviewed by teachers as well and updated by teachers that have experience in teaching in high school. And also we provide them with video contents, which we scrap from YouTube. And we're also trying to partner up with a couple of organizations that provide video content for high school students. And besides that, we also have pool of questions which are inspired by the national exam, so that students will go through those questions and prepare themselves for the national exam. So that's the first problem that we're trying to address. The second problem will be the consistency and the motivation problem students have in high school. So what we need to address that problem is like we're trying to make the platform as engaging as possible. So we have some gamification features in the platform. So also like we give them some gratifications for achieving something in the platform, like for working on solving any sorts of problem, and like for reading content, and so on. So like for everything there on the platform, some kind of reward so that they will come back the next day and be consistent on. And the last problem will be the assistantship problem. There is one student, like there is one teacher for around 40 students in Ethiopia in a class. So you probably experienced that as well. So you guys know that is. So it may not be like perfect on a topic, and that topic could be explained to them. So we believe through this, we will help our high school students to be ready and to be confident for the national exam. So currently, we are alpha testing our product. I recommend downloading the application. The Telegram bot is not up to date yet. So you guys can check it out too. You guys can give us feedback as well. So currently, we are alpha testing the product. We have over 200 users with around 10 to 15 students daily, like using our platform on a daily basis. After finalizing like the alpha test, we're planning to release it to the general public basically. So that's it about Skill Bridge. So if you guys have any questions, please are welcome.
Okay, I have a question. Is it limited to only entrance exams, or maybe it includes exit exams?
Yeah. So like initially we were inspired by the exit exam actually. So the project was started to help students university prepare for the exit exam. While we were working on the project, like having that problem in mind, so we had the 3% thing. So before helping students getting out of university, like we have to give them to university, right? So we kind of shifted to high school, and we're hoping to work for exit exam as well. Maybe not this year, but start from next year. You guys can expect product as well. Any other question? Not?
I'm sure you don't need this kind of platform for this part. Alright. The next is going to be rated. It's going to be presented by Ronaldo. So as always, make sure to join if you haven't.
Hello everyone. My name is Rahul, and I currently work as the deputy lead for Rated. Rated is a project that was conceived to solve the problem of making restaurants and dining decisions. So we often find ourselves at crossroads because we can't choose where to eat and what to eat. That's mainly because we don't know which restaurants are around us, which items have fasting options, which items have price ranges which fit our budgets, and which items are highest rated and liked by the wider public. And so Rated aims to provide value by addressing this problem. Our unique value proposition is we take preference inputs from the user, such as location, food type, rating preference, price range, and other information such as fasting. And then we process that, and then we give accurate information within our database, which suits the person's need. And after getting results, the person is also able to filter through the results based on the different categories. So you can find the nearest burger or the cheapest burger. So burgers which are found within 5 minutes away walking distance or 10 minutes away driving distance, you can get it as accurately as possible on our app. Other than that, we also provide engaging features on our app, such as notifications, leaderboards for people who have given the most reviews. You can also save items as your favorite items. You can share the links to our restaurants and menu items just through a click of a button. And you can also get incentivized when you give reviews because that's one of the values Rated provides. And another thing is Rated also aims to help you in searching for food items which are not found within your local area. So we have a restaurant coverage of about 300 restaurants, although most of them are around the Arat kilo area. We have almost 11,000 menu items on our in our database, and we've been getting reviews throughout since the app was first initialized. Other than that, our app also exists as a Telegram bot. We urge you to check it out. Make sure you follow our LinkedIn page, and also if you guys use Snapchat and you take pictures of foods, sharing it through our Snap can also help us. So yeah, that's mostly it. If you guys have any questions.
So if you like to review foods, maybe rate it up. That's what it helps.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so before we start the generation project, since everybody has joined us, let us get some motivational speeches about what we have discussed so far. All right, thank you very much, Tadios. Team, first off, sorry for the delay. For the camp, we really want to bring A2SV t-shirts, and unfortunately, there is a trouble with the cargo. So now we are checking alternatives. For that reason, I had to have some phone calls during the beginning of the kickoff. First off, I would like to thank all of you guys to bring your time and attention to A2SV to improve your skills as well as contribute these beautiful that we have seen. So among the products you have seen so far, is there anyone that you think it has some harmful effect? Think about that, guys. Do not just directly jump into the conclusion.
play devil's advocate. In what project we can potentially harm what group of people?
I think you might increase the chances of getting diabetes.
Why?
It's a lot, right? We're giving them the options.
They may choose to eat. At least we give them more insights, right?
Yes.
We have to come up with something, guys. You can see that all people in a positive way. If they, because if you're not solving a real world problem, and after that attention, how many people are clear about? Do we know what attention is? And probably all of us know what attention is, right? What about retention? How many of us have a clear idea of what retention is? All right. What's your name? Kitus. Can you tell us?
So essentially, retention is in the context of software. It means keeping customers for long and keeping them in the product for longer.
User retention represents how often the users visit your product and for how long they stay in your product. So, for example, if you make a lot of people download your product, you get the attention, right? They downloaded your product, they give it a chance. But if your product is not providing a lot of value to them, most probably stick with your product. So you are going to get the attention, but you're not going to have the retention. Retention is people staying in your product, they continue getting value and they continue visiting you again. Like I would say at the moment, when we look at our products, there are some products who started showing early signs of retention. And different products are in different journeys, guys. Okay? So what it means, they are not supposed to come to their finish line at the same time, is not the same. You know, different projects have different roadblockers, different obstacles that they have to deal with. So please do not misunderstand. If one project gains retention earlier than the other, it doesn't necessarily mean that that team worked better than the others, or that project has better potential for the future. Because some things take longer time to pick up. But after they pick up, they provide so much value. Therefore, see all these projects, like things that have their own journeys. It's like, can you compare the taste of apple with orange, with habab, with ananas, with mousse? Can you say one is superior to the other? No, they are different, right? Or you may enjoy different types of food. You may enjoy tips. You may also enjoy pitfall. There are different foods that you can actually enjoy, and you may not say one is superior to the other. Or when you ask people, you may get different opinions, right? So for that reason, please understand, just because some projects show some sign of retentions and the others are not there yet, doesn't mean that. This is because of the performance of the teams or potential of the projects. Due to the nature, they are walking different paths. And if you provide value to users, they are going to come back to you. Yesterday, we have been checking some metrics in some of our apps. Like in Afrojet, Tadios, when you look at the top users, how much of an engagement they have, like how much of total text is exchanged, let's say, in terms of pages.
Text messages,
2,000 message exchange. I mean, we are not forcing anybody to do that, guys. If people don't see any value, would they do that? I wouldn't say so. Likewise, yesterday we were also checking some numbers of skill bridge. So SkillBridge organized 4 contests so far. Guess how many people got all the contests, guys? There are 6 people who got all the contests. Like since the beginning, and they are not forced. If it doesn't provide a value for them, would they do that? And for that reason, see this. 1 year ago, where were these projects? We were going to do 5 days design sprint, I guess, at the beginning of March, right? It was literally the beginning. And see where they come in 1 year. And keep in mind, the new generation projects, they are going to get a lot less time to get where the core dev projects are today. Why? Because the new projects are raising on the shoulders of the core dev projects. There are things that we have learned by experience. First, we didn't go through the right path. And then we have faced with some obstacles, and then we are like, instead of doing it like this, how about doing it like that? And then we found more efficient ways of doing things. And now, you guys have the opportunity to learn from them. Not just people who are going to get the internship at the core dev projects. Other projects are also guided by core dev mentors. Our experienced heads of education are leading those projects. So you are going to be in very good hands, guys. And this wasn't the case up until this year. Until last year, when we were doing the internship, did you know what was happening at A2SV? What was happening, Biro? At the beginning of internships, in the previous years, did we assign our members to existing projects where things are more mature, where they can be guided by experienced core dev members, versus what did we do?
We actually initiated all the projects, but not all, like except for the core dev. We initiated the 2 of the 3 projects that we have currently with the G4 squad. So like it's kind of initiation stage done. But now I think we're more structured, organized. We have dedicated teams almost everywhere. So like there is a lot of room. Of course, there was a lot of room to understand how projects got initiated previously. Now there is a room for contributing to existing projects. Like it's kind of different experiences.
Yes. And Tim, this is kind of, hey, here's your bike. Figure it out. Versus having somebody who knows how to bike, telling you, like giving you feedback and learning how to bike with the assistance of that person. Obviously, it is very clear which version is preferred. So, see the potential. Now you are going to have the opportunity to contribute to the critical products. If you are assigned to G4 projects, these projects are going to only have you full-time. G4 second year education people who are not part of internship at the moment, they are not on the internship season. During the day, they are going to be busy with their schoolwork. So they are going to contribute in the evening hours. But keep in mind, number 1, they are coming after the day, like from 5 to 8, and it's shorter. And you guys are going to have the full benefit on these projects. So if you are going to work on a G4 project, there is a great opportunity to become an essential member for these projects. And if you're assigned to a core dev project, there are people who were in your seats 2 years ago, 3 years ago, last year, who graduated and joined this team full-time. Day and night, they are working on development. So, Tadios, 1 year ago, you had some experience level. Now you have some experience level. When you look at the difference, what do you see? And like in these 3 months, where do you think our interns can counter if you relate to your experience?
Definitely it's an where you get to see more changes, how to collaborate with teams, like that individual mindset. So it's all about teamwork. And I think that's where
And guys, lastly, this is free startup school, literally. What are you guys going to be working on? You guys are going to be working on some real world problems with technology. So please, see the opportunity. With high awareness, bring your best, keep your energy levels high, contribute, learn more, do more, exceed more. That will be my message to you. Thank you very much.
Okay, so there are other few projects you're gonna check out, the ones being developed by AIT. And let's see the Generation 4 project. So one of it is going to be rideshare, which is going to be presented by Mary. Let's give a round of applause.
Thanks, thank you. Okay, for rideshare, as I think the name suggests what rideshare means, like we are talking about transportation. So if I start by mentioning the problem, we know like the problem we face every day, like when we commute from home to school, most of us, and when or from home to work or work from home, there is no transportation system like that can kind of take us from where we want to where we want it to be. So there are a lot of queues you see, right? Like in the morning and mostly in the peak hours. So that is a problem we solve. And the other one is even we want to use, for example, ride, the traditional ride, what we say is it's very expensive and it's not affordable for students or for any Ethiopian worker. Since we know how expensive it is. So, and the problem with this is most of us kind of use use the same route, right? Like we go from work to home, so we in a weekly basis we use the same route. So what we come up with is rideshare. So what if we share the ride with other commuters in our route, and so we can offer them like a package, so we can subscribe daily to the package, weekly or monthly package. Then people can, using our app, can commute from home to their work, and it's kind of since when we use like if the car is like support for people, we are going to share the cost, right? So that would significantly reduce the cost of the transportation. So people can commute easily, and they also can see like I think why ride is popular is not only because of the comfort it gives. It is popular because of like the security of finding car wherever you want, right? So, but in our app in rideshare, what we do is we will give you like the security. We'll give the commuter the security to find like if it is we can a person can kind of commit or buy the package before his daily commit or his weekly commit, like one day before the actual commit. Then people can be matched with others who are in the same route. Then they can go to their work and then they can come back. If they want daily package, like that's what they do. And when we offer them weekly and monthly package, we also offer them discounts so they can benefit very much. And the other one is even the problem is not only from the commuters, right? We also have drivers that use our app. So the drivers also can generate a lot of revenue since most of people who use automobiles are like go by their own car, but they can also they can change their car or they can use our app, and through our app they can kind of charge for the other seat or the backend seat they are going. So when if I have a car and I go from, for example, from Arakilo to Mexico every day, and I don't have anyone who who goes with me, then I can, by registering using rideshare, I can also kind of find additional revenue. So not only for who want additional revenue, but people who are doing ride or other kind of transportation system can also use it. We are not only also targeting automobiles, we are everyone, even those who kind of work on taxi, like the traditional taxi that kind of have 12 people, I think they can use it. So what we are trying to do is we want to solve like the problem of not getting a transportation at a time we don't want, we want, and also the price is going to be reduced. So we are solving two problems. The third one is also at peak hours there's high traffic congestion, right? If everybody use ride and the one person uses one automobile, imagine like the traffic congestion that can happen. So if people can carpool together, we can reduce that kind of congestion in the roads. Since we don't have like enough road in Ethiopia, we know that. So we can solve these three problems with rideshare, and if you kind of contribute or work in the rideshare, I think it's very interesting project since it is at its early stage, and you can contribute a lot. There are a lot of technical difficulties or sophistication it's involved. So I think you can learn from experienced members. Also, you can contribute what you have. I think this is all about rideshare. If you have a question, I think you can ask.
About safety issues.
Okay. So for the safety, what we do is from the driver's side, we want to have like a very a verification process for every drivers that come to us. Like even the traditional, for example, FedEx or Ride also use this kind of method. Like we have to know who the driver is. That is one way to go. We also have the safety concern from even the commuters, right? Like since we are going to have we are carpooling, so we also have a verification process for those who use our app. So I think we can kind of avoid it.
Any other question?
Thank you.
For that detailed explanation, next is going to be Hakima, presented by Enoch.
Hey guys, I'm Enoch. I'm the project lead for Hakim Hub. So Hakim Hub is like at its base, it's just a healthcare app, and that's like it's just to get healthcare information. For example, if you're sick, how do you go about getting healthcare information in Ethiopia? One person. You, for example. Go to hospital, right? But how do you get the information on which hospital is the best, which one is good for what specific thing, how many experience do they have? How do you get that information? Yeah, from your friends or family and something like that, right? So you don't have the whole information and you can't really make a decision based on the whole data. So we're planning to fix that by having all the information that you need to make that decision. So you can have the services, the years of experience, and things like that about healthcare institutions as well as the doctors, so that you can make an informed decision. And there's also a feature where you can actually chat in a conversational manner, and you can get like you can explain your symptoms. You can say, I have this, I have that, and it's going to be conversational. And after you have that, it's going to tell you like, I would recommend these doctors based on the symptoms you've described. So we have those features that we're working on. In the future, we plan to actually have the appointments and things like that on our website, so that the users with like chronic illnesses can actually have their follow-ups online. So we have those features in mind. That basically, That's what Hakima is. Is it clear? If it's clear,
I have a question. What about from the preventive aspect? Like before getting infected, or like, is there any way to give some tips for the users?
Yeah, that's a good question, and we've actually been discussing that among the product members. So we don't exactly have the research on that. We are planning to have some interviews with doctors. So as it stands now, we actually have a sort of partnership with Blue Hills together with adults, where we can get this kind of information from them. So that's kind of what we're planning on the next phase. After we finish these features, we're going to look into that. There are a lot of other things we want to look at as well. But yeah, that's a good question. Does anybody else have a question? Thank you.
Okay, so the last project is going to be Bazaar. So yes, it's intentional. We are having one Z, but that's as it's supposed to be. Sagansh, please come and explain Bazaar.
Hi guys, I'm Zagansh and I'm a project lead for Bazaar, and as the name implies, when we have the name, we have talked about the marketplace that we have on the bazaars in Ethiopia. Most of the bazaars will contain a lot of marketplaces in one, all in one kind of thing. And Bazaar mainly the aim is to have all the products and the services are on one place, and like it will contain the product listing. It will make the product listing easy for the users and for the sellers as well. When we come to Ethiopian like e-commerce kind of platform, we have seen a lot of problems on reliability. When we have made the interviews with the customers and the buyers, we have had some issues on the reliability of the products. The users might not get the products easily, and they might be outdated. They might get it outdated, and we mostly aim to fix those issues for the customers and for the sellers. They will get an easy way to list their products, to have a store on their online. Other than that, we have contained the services as well. Basically, the services will contain all the things that we have on our environment. If someone needs haircuts, they might find some ways to have the options for that specific service, and we are going to have the updated and reliable information as well. In the future, we are going to include the AI part, maybe like conversation with the chatbots to get the easy listing. If a customer asks for clothes related products, he can easily chat with the bot, and he can get the list of products that he's seeking for. That's basically Bazaar. Firstly, we have aimed to contain the house and the car listing. Basically, we are going to include all the house rentals, the house selling. If anyone wants to sell a house, he can come in our platform and he can access the products, the prices. Other than that, the problem is most of the time the thing is they didn't get enough information about the product to buy. The contact informations and all that things will be included on the product details as well. That's basically what Bazaar is. If you have any questions regarding Bazaar.
That's the first instance. It only causes cars.
Yes, for the first listing, we have chosen the houses in cars. Because when we see a lot of platforms related to product listing. They contain the electronics, the clothings, and like most of the things are included. So like when we see the house and the cars, we didn't find most platforms that include those kind of things. But we like to include our environment. Most of us will use like to navigate some kind of products like electronics, laptops, phones, and the other kind of electronics. So we might include those on our first listing as well.
If anybody wants to buy a house.
Yeah. Any questions? Thank you.
Thank you, Zakash. So we're gonna have a conclusive remark by Albert if he's going to be available.
Start with story.
Albert, are we audible?
I'm here. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can begin, Albert.
Okay, thank you. Hello, my friends. Sorry for being late. I was told that the conclusive remarks will be around 11, so I kept you waiting. Once again, sorry for that. It's again a great moment for A2SV and for you all. Why? Because having an internship in real life projects, creating projects like this is an invaluable opportunity for A2SV and for you guys. It's a great start where you are going to learn about your real life skills and sharpen them. There's a saying from Stephen Covey, who is a great mentor of all times, and he says, always have your axe sharpened. So this is a moment to sharpen your axe. You are going to create some projects, you are going to involved in some ready-made projects or already going on projects. And let's investigate cases together. First of all, for those of you who are going to attend the core dev projects, it's an invaluable opportunity to learn from people who have passed from the road before. That's a great advantage. You will be told and given tasks by your heads and by senior people who have already completed or working projects like this. This is a great opportunity. And for those who are going to be part of the new emerging projects, it's another good opportunity. Why? Because you are going to start from scratch
and going to see what a project is in real life. So take this opportunity and try to do your best. We always say that we want you to be the best versions of yourselves. So take responsibility, be punctual. These are words that I always say. Probably you have heard these words from me many, many times, and probably you are going to have these words in your lives many, many times more. Being punctual, being responsible, and being resilient is very important virtues that people like you choose. The future. There's a great echo. Okay, fair enough. So what I was saying is, you are just in the start of a new step that you are going to take, which will lead you to be better versions of yourself. Take this opportunity and behave accordingly. Congratulations and have a great rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank you, Albert, for that. So yeah, so this is our kickoff. Pretty much. If there is any questions, feel free to ask. Anybody? Any questions? Okay. In that case, we're done for this kickoff. Make sure to be present by 8 p.m. so that we can have the A2SV culture session. And the sessions are going to continue like this. In the morning, you're going to have a session, evening learning pass, morning, evening. And then after the last week, is going to be learning pass and presentation for the demo you're going to have on the weekends. That's it. Thank you. Yes. Yes, we're going to be rolling dots on the general, on Slack message, or we're going to be DMing you the information. But I have a question for you. What's your favorite song? Yes. I'll share. Yes. Yes, and also word of quote of the day is going to be: success is not achieved by winning all the time. Real success comes when we rise after we fall. Take it as you like.